And then it will take a few minutes for people to log on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we'd like to welcome everybody to Fabric Chicks demos on Mondays. And today we have Carolyn Gavranich from Auburn, California. And she's going to be demoing hearts, but she's also got some other ideas for you guys. Hey, Lynn Jenkins, how are you? So go ahead, give us a shout out. Let us know where you're from. And we'll try to not lose reception, but we don't have any control over our internets. And Carolyn's kind of in a rural part of Auburn, California, and I am at my parents' on 76 acres in the middle of nowhere. So we might go in and out, but just hang on with us, and we will. It'll come back. It'll come back. Hey, Joyce. Hi, Victor. Hi, Phyllis and June and Sue and Mo and Christy and Kathleen. How are you guys? Hi, Betsy. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it right over to Carolyn. Today she's going to be demoing how to make a bowl full of hearts. So just if you have any questions, just type them right in for her. All right, Carolyn.
Okay. Hello. Well, I know the Valentine's Day is done, but this is still February, and for me, it's still Heart Month, so I'm still continuing with my Valentine decorations for a little while longer, till the end of the month. And I decided to try something that I saw online that was really cute, and it's these little hearts. You can see them all. So I've been sitting by the TV making bunches of hearts. They're really quick and easy. You can do them in no time. And for me, I like to hand sew them because I can sit by the TV and it keeps me awake so that I don't fall asleep in the middle of a movie. You know, how many of you do that? So anyway, I have the directions and I sent them to Beth so that she can post them if you want them, but they're super simple. So what you need obviously is some fabric. For these little guys, these are about 4-inch hearts. So a charm pack works really well, or you can cut up your own. You could use a layer cake and cut up a layer cake. You can make bigger ones. I did do some bigger ones. These are about 8-inch. No, not even. About 6-inch hearts, I guess. So you can make them any size. So basically what you need is fabric. You're going to need some kind of a heart template. Now, whether you want to use purchase templates, for these little ones, I use some Martelli templates, and these are little half hearts, so you've got to trace them twice. But there are those. There are regular full-size templates like that, if you want to use something like that. Or honestly, you don't even have to buy a template. Just draw out a heart, and if you have template plastic, make a heart out of template plastic, and then you can trace around that. And if you need template plastic, ask Beth. She can get you some very cheap. Trust me on that. So
Carolyn's little trick on the template plastic, I'm going to let you guys know about it just because, but she goes to the dollar store and she gets the cutting mats. So you get 2 for $1.25, which is honestly cheaper than I can buy at wholesale. So I'd rather you spend your money on template plastic and have more money to buy fabric.
They look like that, and you get 2 for $1.25. So you can't beat that, honestly. So that's where I get my template plastic. So what you're going to do is take 2, as I said, with these, I used 5-inch squares. So if you start with 2 5-inch squares and put them wrong sides together, take your template and trace your template. Well, you probably can't see it. Maybe you can. Trace your template on there with what I use is a Frixion pen or any kind of erasable pen. Works really well. Don't use a permanent marker because then it's going to show. So you trace your heart, and then you're going to hand sew it with whatever thread you prefer. I happen to use 3 strands of embroidery floss because I've got a ton of it in my stash. But you could also use Wonderfill thread. They're 20 weight. Yeah, 20 weight would work really good on that. And they've got all kinds of threads. I happen to also have in my stash from years and years ago some Madeira 8 weight metallic threads. So I've got a lot that I could use, and you could use regular thread. It's up to you. But basically all you're going to do is sew around your, I don't know if you can see this real well, sew around what you've traced, but leave about a 1.5 inch open space because you're going to have to stuff it. So leave your needle in there. Don't disconnect your thread, but leave your needle in, and then you're going to stuff it with whatever stuffing you happen to like. I just use polyester fiber fill. And then take some pinking shears. Oh, and before you do that, honestly, I forgot. Before you do that, sew closed that little opening and then press out the erasable pen so you don't have any markings showing. And then you're just going to cut around the shape of your heart with some pinking shears, like so.
So it's literally a no sewing machine project.
That's right. And like I say, it is super fast.
So if you've got grandkids, this is a perfect one for them to practice their running stitch.
Right. You can use a running stitch. I did try using a back stitch like this, but I didn't like it as much. I think I like the running stitch better, but that's personal preference. So use whatever you like. So
well, the dazzle thread would be really pretty because it's got metallic in it.
Right, right. Yeah, use what you've got. Like I said, I've got a lot of old metallic threads, so I'm going to try some of that as well. So that's hearts. Now, I started playing around with something else. Since Easter is coming, why not do eggs, Easter eggs? So I played with some more fabric and I made some Easter eggs, exact same way. So you could do eggs, you could do, what else could you do? We're talking about Christmas time. You could do bells.
You could you could do shamrocks, anything that you can do like a cookie cutter shape.
Right. Exactly. So it's kind of endless, honestly. And I have
Christmas
the perfect
trees,
container.
Betsy says.
Yeah. And I've got the perfect container for the eggs. I've got this wire
super cute. Super cute.
basket. So I'm going to fill that with some big eggs.
Well, and if you strip piece the eggs with your scraps, it will look like decorated Easter eggs, like you've painted them.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And just
gingerbread men.
Right. Yeah. Go through your stuff with fabrics and, I'm sure you can find something. I'm thinking K facet fabric would make gorgeous eggs or hearts.
Yes.
I need to make some cave hearts. So it's
well, there's nothing that can't be made with cave fabrics. Christy has a really important question. She wants to know where you got your chicken basket.
I knew somebody was going to ask that. I think I got it at a local thrift store, actually.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
And then Mo says you can do curve piecing for the eggs.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The options really are limitless.
They are. This was just very basic, just to get you started and just to get you thinking about what more you can do. But yeah, use your creativity.
Sure.
You're also creative out there that I'm anxious to see what you all come up with. So make something
you can string them and make a garland. You could make those bigger ones. You've got some 6-inch ones, but you could literally make bigger ones and people could put them on their beds. There's really a lot of options. Kathleen says she needs a new pair of pinking shears. Does anybody have any suggestions?
Oh, these are, These are, well, this was from a website called Madam Sew, and
Okay.
they're kind of rubberized, so they're pretty comfortable. A lot of them that I've had have been really stiff, but these are probably one of the more comfortable ones that I found. So
Right, right.
you have to
You
shop.
could definitely make fancy eggs, Lynn says, with trims and embellishments. And
Oh yes.
Christy, I about died when Christy posted, I'm going to make babies today. Christy, sometimes that might be TMI. But then she corrected it. She's making baby Yodas.
Oh, okay.
Shamrocks for sure, Stephanie. Shamrocks, I think, would be super cute and easy, but I think it would be. It's such a great concept to make with grandkids or younger people because
Yeah.
it gives them something to do when they're watching TV, or it just gets
Right.
them off their electronics.
Well, and you know what? Instead of sewing, or also the thought that I just had was to cut out the hearts or shamrocks, pink them, and then take some Timtex and just put Timtex on both sides, and then you could do your banner thing.
Right, right, for
So
sure.
you don't have to stuff them necessarily. So
True, true. Well, and cookie cutters make perfect
yeah,
shapes.
they
Yeah.
do.
And
Yeah,
we've all got them in our cupboards, and we don't use them for cooking.
right.
Okay, so Mary Beatty, yes, you could totally use them as pin cushions. Honestly, Mary Beatty,
Yeah,
anything you can stick a pin into, you can create a pin cushion.
I was going to suggest that just use walnut shells instead of the fiberfill.
Oh, perfect, perfect. And Lynn says she has a lot of old DMC threads from her mom. She can use them use it up sewing these together for sure.
Oh yeah, good idea. Good
And
idea.
hey, Anna, you can do this on the road because you don't even have to take your sewing machine. So Anna's been on the road, and her husband this trip said that there was no room for a sewing machine. So she stopped in the shop to get diamond art, but you could totally take this as a hand project, Anna.
Yep.
Linda, you're right. Shamrocks would be perfect. Okay, so then what else did you have? So Carolyn's been experimenting with the basket that Phyllis showed us last Monday.
Well, I've been making these baskets for a while, actually. And what I do is I make a bigger one. I make take a 16-inch square and do the same process that Phyllis did. But instead of sewing those, where you take the darts, so you've got those little triangles that she sewed on the inside, I actually cut those off and then I enclose them so that on the outside, I don't know if you can see it really well, it's stitched, and then the inside is clean. You don't see any seams on the inside. So that's how I do them. And I do, well, like I say, I do 16-inch square because I make napkin baskets for each of the seasons. So just another little tip, another way to do them.
Perfect. Perfect. So if you guys missed last week's video, you can go back and watch last week's video for a step-by-step directions. And then here's an idea for you to make it larger. So 16 inch is going to be the perfect size for napkin holders, but you can go even larger. But that yours looks like it's standing up pretty stiffly. What did you use for the interfacing?
In this one, I think I used Decor Bond.
Okay. It seems like it's even stiffer than Decor Bond.
No, I think that's what I used. Yeah, I might have used a couple of layers of it. You can use you can use cotton batting too, but either way.
Mary Beatty says, Carolyn, she's going to need a napkin box demo. Mary, anything we talk about, we could demo it 83,000 times. It's going to be like the 60-degree ruler. We're going to just keep demoing that basket for the rest of your guys' lives.
Probably. Well, I can show you how to do the corners if that's all you need to do, because it's exactly the same process that Phyllis went through.
Right. So. Right. So just explain to them the corners one more time. Okay, Mary Beatty, get your pin out. You can go back and rewatch last Monday's, and then here's the variation.
Okay, so on the inside, you've got to decide which side you want for the outside, but the inside had these darts. So you had these little triangles that Phyllis flattened and sewed. I think she did in the ditch. But I cut off those triangles. And then when I flipped it to the outside, it's all stiff now.
Oh, Linda ABC says she loves the basket that you made her.
Oh, you're welcome. So you just flatten that on the outside and sew a stitch, trying not to catch that, little part you've cut. You've got to enclose it. So it'd be easier to show you with
From
it
scratch.
undone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll schedule another one with it.
Okay.
Because it is a lot of times easier to just
Be
prepared instead of spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Christy says that you look so cute. And I'm just going to say February might be heart month, but really I think hearts are good all year long. And we did do last year, we did the hearts. I found a heart. I think that we did it last year or the year before.
Right.
So you can go to ifoundaheart.com, I believe. And that is where you make hearts and you put them all over. You just spread them out in the universe. And so people find them and it brightens their day. So that's a perfect one.
Right. Yeah, that's I love hearts. People that know me know that I have hearts scattered here and there in my house. So hearts are one of my favorite things for some reason. I just like them.
Connie too. Lynn says, I might do hearts in other shapes in my Civil War reproduction fabrics. Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Well, that would be cute, Lynn. That would be very cute.
Yeah.
And Karen says, hello.
Hi,
and Mary says she needs to see step by step slowly.
Okay, Mary, we'll do it for you.
All right. So do you guys have any other questions, or did Carolyn, I think Carolyn, you demoed it very great.
Okay, good.
Oh, Mary Ellen says she found a heart on a tree the last time she was in Gardnerville. Really? Oh, maybe it was one that like Phyllis put out. Sandy loves hearts too. You just can't go wrong with it. Oh, nope. Christy's making fun of Mary now, I think. She says, Mary, we can video it and put it on slow motion for you. You know what, though, Mary? We're not making fun of you because we all need to see things multiple times. So we're just glad you take the heat.
Yeah. We just like to tease you, Mary. We love you.
For sure. Okay, so do you girls and gentlemen, do you have any other questions for Carolyn? Susan says, great demo. Thank you. Thanks, Carolyn.
You're welcome.
All right, so we hope we brightened your day today. We are, it's going to be kind of a short show. I know we usually go a lot longer, but it's only 20 minutes, so you still have like 40 minutes to go and actually sew. So go make some hearts. Get some hearts ready, make some hearts, and post them on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. And we will post the directions step by step that Carolyn sent to me on the Fabric Chick Stitch Along. All right, have a great day. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye. I know it takes forever to